with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off-play action. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 20 carries, 69 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. This one caught by Ridley. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff now to Yelder. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 90, wall.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Swift. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And he completes it to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Lambeau will put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Love finds his tight end Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Yeldon, the lone running back. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach intermission here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Let's go, D.
First down, Rams.
Inside. Check Mike, 27. Check Mike.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Look at that.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
In your face.
Now a give, right side. Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Aaron Rodgers. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let's go.
2nd and 4. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All day, every day, any day. Out, 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 out. Wait, get up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
From the gun, Love. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now Rodgers. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, 88. Check that. What, Mike, you're going to do that?
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. That's caught at the 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, we got Mike 50. Hey, Charlie. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now Rodgers. And he's across. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He finds Yeldon. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.